NATOZIS, which of course is a combination of NATO and Nazis. And in that suggestion, which he sent to me, he told me about several actions that our government has been undertaking overseas under the NATO umbrella for some time now. And I have to confess, I was completely unaware of them. And so, Tim, I'm going to assume that a lot of my audience is as well. So if you would please start by telling them what you told me.
Well, essentially, under the rubric of NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which is essentially a Trojan horse for the American military-industrial complex to further their agenda and to confirm their influence in Europe, is now essentially a war machine being used across the world to advance the neocon agenda for perpetual war for perpetual profit. And Canada is part of that as a member of NATO. Believe it or not, we have Canadian troops stationed on the Russian border in Latvia.
What's the government's official explanation for spending $350 million a year on over 700 Canadian soldiers in Latvia, of all places, for the past 5 years?
Because we are ensuring the national sovereignty of the great nation of Latvia, the population 3 million people, in furtherance of the overall agenda of furthering and protecting freedom and democracy in the Western world, and keeping an eye on Russia, and to disincentivize any notions it might get of invading Latvia. So, Russia, with an armed force of something like 300,000 soldiers, when confronted by 700 beer-swilling Canadian, hosers, are going to take one look at that Canadian contingent and give up the entire idea of World War III. Yes. So, and especially when they see someone like Trudeau, they'll go running to their shelters.